Okay, Shalom. Your brother Batak coming back to you with this truth, giving all praises, honor, glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elect out there pushing this word in sincerity, man. And those who are uplifting the names Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, and doing what you're supposed to do when you uploading those names, uplifting those names. Okay, without further ado, the name of this topic, this lesson is the heathen nations going into slavery. And I have a good little bit of scriptures that I wanted to go over with y'all through the spirit and power of Yahawashi. You know. My first scripture that I wanted to jump into is from the book of Psalms, the 2nd chapter, starting at the 8th verse. I'm just holding my getting my other scripture, my next scripture on deck right now. Okay, so I got it. So this is Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me. This is Yahweh talking to. This is really like Yahweh bahasham Yahawashi saying that he's gonna give us the heathens for our possession. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. Now, when you inherit something, basically you possess that. You inherit something, that means you work for something. You inherit it. It's an inheritance. I mean, I could look up that word, inherit. Shalakia. I might just go to the blue letter. Blue letter 2 and 8. Bear with me 1 second while I get this definition, for edification's sake. Psalms 2 and 8. And I would to say, Karl, Yahawah, putting this spirit on me to do another video. Inheritance, possession, property, inheritance, heritage, property, portion, share, inheritance, portion, possession. To inherit something, basically to earn it. And so right now we are doing this work so we can inherit those people, man. Those nations. We fighting for that. You gotta fight for that. And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. You already know what possession is. Basically, it's the same thing as inheritance. Something you own is yours. It belongs to you. You possess it. Like I have this in my possession. I have this in my possession. I have this book in my possession. I have this juicer in my possession. It's mine. I possess it. I own it. Verse 9. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them to pieces like a potter's vessel. Now let me get that rod of iron. And the actual means of it really that's exactly what it's talking about. A rod, like an actual rod. A rod, a staff, a branch, a club, a scepter. Yeah, that's about it. So basically, we gonna hit them upside the damn heads. We gonna break them to pieces with like a potter's vessel. A potter's vessel. Well, a potter is to form, to fashion, to frame, to form, to fashion of human activity, of divine activity, of creation, of original creation, of individuals, a conception, ooh, of Israel as a people, to form, to create, to predetermine, to preordain. So basically, we're going to dash them to pieces like a potter's vessel. We gonna break these niggas to pieces, man. That's said the Lord, man. So you know it's gonna happen. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve Yahawah with fear and rejoice with trembling. So that's it on that. I got my next scripture all lined up. This is Psalms 18, and I'm gonna start at verse 40. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. And that's exactly what we gonna do, man. We gonna destroy them niggas. Them heathens, man. They cried, but there was none to save them, even unto Yahawah, but he answered them not. So we gonna be beating these niggas asses, and they gonna cry unto Yahawah. He ain't gonna answer them because they are our enemies, man, and we gonna beat the fuck out of them. And Yahawah gave them into our possession, and we could do whatever we want to do with their ass. Verse 42. Then did I beat them small as the dust before the wind. I did cast them out as the dirt in the streets. We gonna be doing this, man. We gonna be beating these niggas up, these heathens up, man. Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen. The people whom I have not known shall serve me. And we don't know these people. I mean, of course we don't. They hate us, so okay, we gonna hate them. And they gonna serve us, Israel as a whole. As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. The strangers shall submit themselves unto me. And that's exactly what's going to happen. The strangers shall fade away and be afraid out of their close places. Yahawah liveth, and blessed be my rock, and let the God of my salvation be exalted. It is God that avengeth me and subdueth the people under me. So we ain't got to do nothing. We just got to do this work and wait for Yahawashi, and he going to put them under us. He going to do it. We don't got to do nothing. He going to do it. He delivered me from mine enemies. Yea, thou liftest me up above those that rise against me. Thou hast delivered me from the violent man. Therefore will I give thanks unto thee, O Yahawah, among the heathen, and sing praises unto thy name. Great deliverance giveth he to his king, and sheweth mercy to his anointed, to David, and to his seed forevermore. So my next scripture, well, I'm finna gather my next two scriptures. So bear with me. Not gonna take long. Alright, got my first one. Let me get the one in Revelations. The second chapter, the 27th verse. Okay, well, I'm gonna start at the 25th verse. This is Revelations 2 and 27. And I'm gonna start at 25. But that which thou hast already, hold fast till I come. Hold fast unto this truth. Hold fast unto this word. And he that overcometh and keepeth my words unto the end, to him will I give him power over the nations. Now, who are the nations? These other nations, man. These heathens. He gonna give us he gonna give him power over them. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. Look at that rod of iron again. And as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my father. So we gonna be breaking these niggas, man. These damn heathens for all this shit that they don't did for us. And Esau gonna get it the worst. We gonna put our foot so far up his ass. This is Isaiah the 14th chapter. And I'm gonna start at the Slack. Let me get these scriptures ready. my next scriptures ready. All right, so okay. This is Isaiah, the 14th chapter, the first verse. For Yahawah will have mercy on Jacob. That's Jacob, only Israel, and will yet choose Israel. So at the end of the day, he gonna choose us, man, and set them in their own land. Has that happened yet? No, that has not happened yet. And the strangers shall be joined with them. Now the strangers is talking about these Israelite foreigners. They are, they are Israelites, but they don't know they're Israelites. They look like the other nations, but they have a spirit of an Israelite. They don't know they're Israelites. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahawah for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. So who is our main oppressor? Edom is our main oppressor right now. But these other nations are going to go be servants and handmaids to us also. And it shall come to pass in that day, Yahawah will give thee rest from all thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage wherein thou hast made to serve. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? And that's the Esau is the king of Babylon right now. The golden city ceased. Yahawah hath broken the staff of the wicked. That proves that this is talking about Esau, man. They're known as the wicked and the scepters of the rulers. He who smote the people with their continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered. That's it on that. So my next scripture I wanted to jump into is Isaiah the 60th chapter, the 10th verse. And the sons of strangers, wait. The sons of who? The sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I have had mercy on thee. So who did he smote? He smote Israel. And who did he have mercy on? Israel. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. Whose gates? Israel. They shall not be shut up day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles. Bring to who? Israel. And that their kings may be brought. Verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee, who is thee? Israel, shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. 13. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee. Come unto who? Israel. The fig tree, the pine tree, and the box together to beautify the place of mine sanctuary. Where is his sanctuary? Israel. And I will make the place of my feet glorious. Where is this? Where is, you should see that it's talking about Israel. Verse 14. The sons also of them that afflict thee. Ooh, who is being afflicted? Israel, man. That's who is being afflicted. Shalom, Mark. What was I? Who's being afflicted? Israel is being afflicted. Let me reread that. Verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. So they gonna be bowing down to you, man. And all they that despise thee, who despise us? These other nations, man. When we come in they stoves, you people this, you people that. They love talking shit. They don't like us. We don't like them either. Fuck them. They shall, let me reread that. This is verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of Yahawah, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. That's beautiful, man. Call Halal, Yahawah, bahasham, man. That's beautiful. We are waiting on this, man. We waiting on that, huh? This is Joel, the 3rd chapter, the Fourth verse. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? These are African nations, and all the coasts of Palestine. Will ye render me a recompense? Recompense is basically like payback. And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye may remove them far from their border. And that's the transatlantic slave trade right there, because they removed us far from our borders. These African nations captured us and basically sold us, man. Sold us for wine so they can drink, man. This is and that's what's said in the next scripture. Um, Salak. Verse 7, behold, I will raise them out of the place where you have sold them, and that is happening right now. Um, and will return your recompense upon your own head. So basically, Yahawah is gonna sell their children into the hands of us, and we're gonna sell them to the Sabians, which is African nations. Well, that's another Hamite nation. You know, Africa got so many damn nations. I don't know. The Sabians. Let me get into it. This verse 8. And I will send your sons, sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people afar off, for Yahawah had spoken it. Now the Sabians are gonna be like the taskmasters. Okay, this is Isaiah 45 and 14. Thus said Yahawah, the laborer of Egypt and merchandise of Ethiopia and of the Sabians, men of statue, shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee in chains. They shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee. Surely saying, surely God is in thee, and there is none else. There is no God. Oh, let me jump up to the 12th verse, because this is actually my point. I have made the earth and created man upon it. I have wait, Salak, this is Isaiah 45 and 12. I have made the earth and created man upon it. Salak, I, even my hands, have stretched out the heavens, and all their host have I commanded. I have raised him up in righteousness, and I would direct all his ways. He shall build my city, and he shall let go my captives, not for price nor reward, said Yahawah of hosts. Then this is the 14th verse. Thus said Yahawah, the labor of Egypt, the merchandise of Ethiopia, and of the Sabians. Now I just spoke about in Joel about the Sabians, how we was gonna sell these nations into the hands of the Sabians. So basically, there was gonna be masters over those other nations. You know, there was gonna be basically taskmasters. So you give your word to your servant, and your servant give your word to your other servants. So basically, we're gonna give word to the taskmasters, which is the Sabians, and they're gonna give word, and they're gonna beat these other nations, which all of them are gonna be our servants though. But we really ain't go. Who we just like the apostle and the elder said, who beat these so-called Negroes that did something wrong? The taskmasters, the people who were set over them. So you have somebody that's over the taskmaster, and that's who the Sabians are gonna be. We're gonna be over the Sabians, because all of them are our possession, and the Sabians are gonna be over them. Basically, they're gonna be the taskmaster. They're gonna beat them and all that um stuff that we would do, you know. But you know, if we want to beat them, we gonna beat them either way it go. You know, we gonna do it. It's gonna be our kingdom, man. Uh, let's hit on that. So you know, that is coming, man. That is coming. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. This is a point I wanted to get. Uh this is Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And Yahawah thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So that's plain, man. All the curses and all the shit that we went through, Yahawashi is gonna put it on our enemies, man. And that's gonna be beautiful, man. Call Halal Yahawashi, man. Cause that is the water Yahawashi, cause that is beautiful right there, man. Um, this is the book of Jeremiah. Again, these precepts 30 and 15. This is a little quick precept. Not 15, 16. Therefore, all they that devoured thee shall be devoured. And who devoured us? Edom devoured us. All these other nations have devoured us in the past. And all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be spoil. And all they that prey upon thee, I will give for prey. Clint, that's clean, man. Call Halal Yahawashi, man. This is awesome. He is worthy to be praised, really, man. This is Revelations 13 and start at verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Who are the saints? The Israelites. So I'm going to jump right into my next precept, which is Isaiah, the 33rd chapter, the first verse. This is Isaiah 33 and 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealt treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end of dealing treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. And that's plain. That's very plain, man. Okay, that's the only read that. So Revelation 3 and 9, Ecclesiasticus 10 and 7. Oh, it's another precept I want to get. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Whew. Now that is plain right there. But I'm going to break it down. He said he has seen servants upon horses. So who is the servants? Are the so-called white man. You know how the white man be. He be on his horses, watching over the people while they working in the field. They are the servants that are on the horses. And the princes walking as servants are Israelites working and being watched by the servants who are going to be servants in the future. Really, the heathens, man. The Edomite. The Edomites are on the horses, which they are going to be the servants in the future. And we are the princes who are in servitude right now. But we are going to be princes later. So basically, we are finna switch. The Edomites are the on top right now, and Esau and Jacob on the bottom. So Yahawashi finna switch. He finna make a switch. Jacob gonna come on top, and Esau gonna be on the bottom, and these other nations. So that's what it's being said right there. He is seeing servants on horses, which is the Edomites on horses, and servant and princes walking as servants. That was another precept. And this my final precept, and it's in Revelations, the 3rd chapter, the 9th verse. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. So that's slavery, man. They're going to be bowing once again, like it said, like the scripture has said. They're going to come bowing to you, like it says in the book of Isaiah. So the end all be all, man. These other nations that have been oppressing our people for their existence for I don't know how long, they are gonna go into slavery up under us, man. And we are gonna rule over them, man. in the very near future. So with that, I hope y'all was edified through the spirit and the power of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. And I would like to say Karl, Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, for putting the spirit on me to do another video. And, I've been wanting to do something, man. I just got that fire in me. It's burning. I had to do something. So, through the spirit, I whipped up a lesson through the spirit of what the elder was talking about on their live lessons that I was just watching. But, through the spirit, I got a little bit of information out of that video, and I decided to talk about it. So with that, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory.
Stranger Things from Netflix to my TV.
Okay, Stranger.
Honor and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honor to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. And I really hope y'all was edified with this lesson. Feels good to be doing the work of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. And I would like to say shalom. So wait. Make sure I'm still there. Shalom. Shalom. Yahawah, Shem, Yahshua, Barakathon.